Welcome to Lincoln English World. In Amharic, the positive sentences and the question sentences are not different structurally. When you look at them on paper, they are not different. I want you to get this. In English, of course, there is a difference, right? So if I say you have a car, the question form of you have a car in English is do you have a car, right? You know it. Or she has a car, the question form of she has a car is does she have a car? But in Amharic it's different. What do? You don't need to complement or add any sort of supporting verb in Amharic. You don't do that. And what do you do then? You change the sound. Okay? You change the sound, meaning make it sound like a question. You want to make a question in Amharic? Here's what you need to do. Make it sound like a question. Your tonality plays a great role. Your tonality. For example, you have a car, I would say like you have a car in English. With my tonality, without adding any sort of auxiliary verb, I could still create a question sentence. How could I do this? I think you understand what I'm saying. So you can say you have a car, or do you have a car? That's possible. But you can also say you have a car, right? So if you understand this, I want you to apply the same kind of principle to Amharic. Once you know the statements, once you understand the statements, once you make the statements, by how you pronounce them, you can just make a sentence, a question sentence, okay? All right. You can say, "Any bit allen?" Make it a question, okay? "Inya makina allen?" "Anta silk alleh?" "Anchi menetzer allesh?" Or "Anchi qataro allesh?" I'm just, mixing it up. You can do, it's possible. I wrote it on a piece of paper and, I prepared this right after the class. So if there's any mix up or something, don't worry about it. But you can always do whatever you want with the vocabularies. እነሱ ስራ አላቸው. Okay? So that's what you could do. By changing your tonality, you can definitely create a sentence, okay? A question, actually. You can make the statement into a question by actually a different kind of tonality, by a question kind of tonality. That's what you can do, okay? Up until now, we've seen the positive forms and question forms, Now I want to show you the negative forms. How do you form a negative sentence using verb to haves in Amharic? How do you do this? That's what I'd like to show you now. All right? So remember, like in Amharic, the subject always comes first, then the object or the complement comes, and then at the end we have the verb. That's the convention. So put this in mind. Now, how do you make a question? I mean, like we've seen the questions. How do you make negative sentences? How do you do that? Now, in English, basically you say, I eat lunch. I don't eat lunch. Do I eat lunch? Right? That's what you do. So, or I have a car. I don't have a car. Do I have a car? Now, we have like 4 forms of sentences like this: the positive, the negative, the questions, and the negative interrogative. Right? That's what we have in English. The same is true with Amharic. Now, I'm not going to talk to you about the negative interrogative sentences, but I want to show you the negative sentences in Amharic. So, what do? Now, replace all these verb to haves with their negative counterparts, okay? With their negative counterparts. That's what we're going to do now. All right. እኔ የለኝም. That's what you say. እኔ የለኝም. Still, like, I want you to leave the blanks here, okay? እኔ የለኝም. እኛ የለንም. You can have a look here. አንተ የለህም. All right? አንቺ የለሽም. እናንተ የላችሁም. እናንተ የላችሁም. እነሱ የላቸውም. እሱ የለሁም. እሱ የለሁም. እሷ የላትም. Okay? So these are negative forms of verb to haves in Amharic. Let's go again one more time. All right. እኔ የለኝም. እኛ የለንም. አንተ የለህም. አንቺ የለሽም. እናንተ የላችሁም. እናንተ የላችሁም. እነሱ የላቸውም. እነሱ የላቸውም. እሱ የለሁም. እሷ የላትም. Okay? Now, we've left the blanks here. Let's fill these blanks with these vocabularies. እኔ ቤት የለኝም. I don't have a house. That's what it means. እኔ ቤት የለኝም. እኛ መኪና የለንም. We don't have a car. That's what it means. አንተ ስልክ የለህም. You don't have a cell phone. አንቺ መነጽር የለሽም. You don't have glasses. A pair of glasses. እነሱ, I think እናንተ, right? እናንተ ቀጠሮ የላችሁም. የላችሁም. እነሱ ክላስ የላቸውም. They don't have a class. እነሱ ክላስ የላቸውም. Great. እሱ girlfriend የለውም. He doesn't have a girlfriend. That's what it means. እሷ boyfriend የላትም. All right, finally, for example, ስራ. Let's do this. You can make a sentence with the word ስራ. Now, እኛ, we don't have a job, or we don't have a business. You can go ahead and say that. You can try. እኛ ስራ የለንም. You can do that. So now you can think of any sort of word. All right? Go ahead and Google Translate it and put it in these blanks. You can make a sentence now, today. Got it? Okay. So that's it. አመሰግናለሁ. በጣም አመሰግናለሁ. Keep up the good work, guys. Amharic is fun. All languages are fun to know, to learn, really. And I've been glad to be with you. Really, I'll keep coming, and then I'll keep talking about these patterns and different expressions in Amharic. And this is it for today. All right. So before you leave on your way out, this is what you could do. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and subscribe and give me a thumbs up and tell people about this video. Tell people about this channel. Let's make it popular. You know what I mean? Like, this is probably one of the biggest channels regarding Amharic. So if you want to be able to speak Amharic, stick around. I will help you. Another one, like I said, like if you want to get in contact with me, and then if you want to take a one-on-one class, I will help you. You know, it's going to be an hour a day, 3 times a week. And you'll have 15 or 20 hours of stay with me. We have different kinds of payment for, 15 hours, 15 contact hours payment, and 20 contact hours payment. And then you can go ahead and start a class with me. So if you want to do that, what you have to do is get in contact with me. Email me at lincolnenglishworld.com. At lincolnenglishworld.com. Okay? Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for letting me rant around here, so to speak. So anyway, that's what it is. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time with another video. But for today, በጣም አመሰግናለሁ. መልካም ጊዜ. መልካም ጊዜ means have a good time. መልካም ጊዜ.